a lot has been done. A lot has been achieved. And we can list all of them. I travel all over the place and find myself as maybe one or two. In the continent, there are only 3 or 4 of us as women ministers in Tanzania, Kenya, and Ethiopia. So as a country, we have made strides. I'm the 4th woman minister with defense. It's a big thing. It's a big thing. We're proud that we have 30% of women in defense. It's a big thing. We need to build on it. We need to strengthen it. But for me, what is more important, our issues are on the table. They are on the table. Our voices are there. We find ourselves in a patriarchal space, which is a very difficult space to negotiate. Lift as you rise and open up the space for others. Because when the space is open, now you have enough space yourself. But if you close space, you want to be enclosed yourself in that space. We are a very resilient stock of people that we should be able to capitalize on our resilience for us to succeed and not look for shortcuts. When we are determined, we can make things happen. All we have to do as women is to continue to be organized. That we must do. Continue to be organized, continue to educate, continue to empower ourselves and each other. And if you think you can do it on your own, I tell you, ngeke.
There's 4 things that I've noted that for me are of a concern. Number 1, it's Women's Month, and happy Women's Month to all of you. Beautiful as always, and the world that come to appreciate you. So the first thing is, gender seminar comes in the month of Women's Month. And this for me, I think it then misleads people to think it's about women. This is talking to gender. It speaks to gender. Gender means what? So we need to bring this balance. And the second thing that I've noted as a mistake is we have men's conference. And as we have men's conference, we exclude women. And these women who are supposed to be there to give us inputs into the things that we need to discuss as men. Same as we have women's conferences, they exclude men who are supposed to give inputs in terms of the issues that are coming up. So we're doing a reverse type of thing. I don't know when we're fixing, but we're creating certain postures where women like because we need to understand that the world, the way it was structured, it's not going to take you as a woman going to discuss about me, leaving me out. Bring me in, discuss, I hear, I listen, and you plead with me to say, journey with me. Same men must do the same. When you have men's conference, have women who are going to give inputs to say, how do you know when you don't ask him that? How do you know when you don't ask? Vice versa.
We feel that the timing is correct because it provides us with the opportunity to reflect on the legacy that was left by 20,000 gallant and brave women. For that matter, those that had been so much marginalized, primarily because they were women. And these are the legions that in 1956 marched to Union Building, led by people like Helen Joseph, Rahima Musa, Sophie Williams, and Mama Lile Ngoyi. You will realize what they were there for. The protest was against legislation that was aimed at tightening the apartheid government's control over the movement of black women. And I'm saying the day that we have chosen for the seminar is appropriate primarily because as we gather here today, and in the very same manner, celebrating the gallant feat of these great women, we do so with pride and admiration because we have in our midst great men and women that continue to emulate them and champion for equality of those who are marginalized. And that is why I'm saying it is proper that we are meeting in this particular month.
What we're dealing with it's subtle, and that's why it's very difficult. It's subtle in people's DNA, it's in their mentality, that's how they're socialized on a daily basis, that's what they read in the books. So which means if in education we have to screen books to say, let's check if these books don't continue to preach patriarchy, where in the images of primary school boys are climbing trees, girls are playing under the trees, but so already instilling in them to say the climbing of trees belongs to men. So we have to be conscious and deliberate at all times to make sure that we can deal with the barriers. So I don't want to say much, which as I said, almost to say, so I couldn't want to say general thing, but also is to build on what we've inherited, to continue to chart the way, to consolidate, to reflect, be purposeful and deliberate in everything that we do, bearing in mind that the march must go on. Inherited, it's our turn to make the march. And as what Klege was saying, lift as you rise. Lift as you rise, because if you have a critical mass, I can assure you to your ones, you have support. If you have critical mass, what am I waiting? That's why even in Parliament, make sure that despite our difficulties politically, there must be a women's forum so that we put whatever separates us, but that which unites us as a group that is oppressed, that is disempowered, we're green. And again, if we have time, even say, even the short victories that we had, it's because as women, once a world decided to be united across our divides. Not only for those that were supporting, but to really continue to open the space up for women, because it is a very difficult space to navigate.